Logan Sivak. I am the varsity girls head coach here at Anoka High School. You know, with this team, we have a fairly young team. We only have 3 seniors this year playing varsity. We're very junior heavy, and a lot of those juniors have been able to start since their freshman year, so they're bringing a lot of experience. And I think that experience that they're bringing is just really something that's going to help our younger girls that got into the program this year develop. So we have a very close-knit group that I think just is really going to be able to trust and feed off each other as we get into the season. We had a couple of key seniors departure this year, but 2 of our highest scorers are returning this season, which is awesome. And then we have a senior goalie this year. She's been able to start for the last 2 seasons, and she's really looking to make a big impact her senior year. And then we're lucky that we also have a junior goalie that can fill in for her as well, that also plays stellar, and we're just feeling really good on the back end. And if we can put some pucks in the net with our returners, we're feeling pretty confident about this year.
So this year I'm so excited just to create a better bond with the teammates. It is my last season, so I'm just excited just to spend these times with them and kind of cherish every moment that I have with them, and just kind of creating a good community around the locker room and the team. I'm hoping to leave the team with just a bunch of good energy, knowing that I'll be watching them next year, just kind of keeping the motivation going throughout the season. And then just kind of keeping the love for the game. It does get hard throughout the winter, but just trying to keep up the good energy going. I think a personal goal of mine was just trying to be a good role model for the teammates, especially for the freshmen coming up. I want them to know that they have a person to look towards to, and yeah.
I'm most excited to just see how things kind of progress from last year. So last season in our first section game, we went into 6 overtimes, which was just a crazy game in itself. But I think just the way that we finished out that year and everything that we put into it, you can kind of just feel a different buzz this year with the girls kind of feeling like, you know, after that, they just are really able to compete and ready to go. I think that they feel like there's some unfinished business, and so they're really excited to get things going this year.
Excited to play with this kid right here. It's my favorite one, Beast, number 9. You'll see him this year. He's a stud.
Just excited to make more memories with the boys. You know, it's our last season, so got to make the most of it.
For me, I want to stay focused and keep going, driving through each game, and actually get my first goal this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
You know, I feel pretty good about us. We had a good summer, coming off a couple big scrimmages, played pretty well. So I'm feeling confident about the year.
You know, I think our coach is pretty good at getting us all together. We practice a lot together, but I think that just being around the boys in the locker room is the biggest part.
I think that our practices have been upbeat. I like the tempo of things. Guys are excited, and that's been our biggest thing, is trying to pump a little excitement back into stuff. Have guys looking forward to coming to the rink. Practice shouldn't be drudgery. Games should be a big deal, and we want the guys to be excited about playing hockey, and so far they've definitely lived up to that. Our goals are just to continue to build on what we started last year. We had a lot of young, inexperienced guys that jumped into some roles last year. We rotated 2 sophomore goalies. I think that's a big thing we have coming back, is we're pretty excited about our goalie tandem, and I think that we got the car out of the garage on getting some experience with these guys last year, and we just want to continue to build on that. And I think that we had a great summer. We had a good fall leading up to it. No, we're not going to come out here making goals to beat the world. We just want to put more in the left column than the right column right now, you know?
Thursday night from the Andover Community Center, it's Northwest Suburban Boys Hockey. The Andover Huskies are hosting the Champlin Park Rebels, and Husky goalie Cash Cruel with a nice save off Brent Solomon from the Rebels. No scoring in the first period. Second period, loose puck comes right out to the stick of Keaton Coe. The sophomore puts it right past Evan Whipple. Evan Whipple in net for the Rebels, makes a nice save on Ben Dahl. Stonewalling, keeping it at a 1-goal game. Power play for the Huskies. Ben Dahl, first game back, scores his first goal. The senior gets the power play tally, and it's 2-0 Huskies heading to the third period. Third period, right after a penalty had expired, Brent Solomon scores his first goal, his 11th of the season. The Huskies come back. A little shot from the point. Anthony Pardo with his first goal for the Huskies makes it 3-1. Brooks Cogswell then snipes one past Whipple, making it 4-1. 0 angled shot by Brent Solomon goes right off Cash Cruitt into the net, his second tally, but the Huskies prevail 4-2. They move to 3-4 on the season. The Rebels fall to 3-1 here on QCTV on Thursday nights.
It was Tuesday night lights at the Andover Ice Arena as the Huskies played host to Rogers Girls High School Hockey. Both teams battled at it. Andover with almost 10 shots on goal in that first period, making stellar save after stellar save was Claire Kinnenberg for the Royals as she put up a goose egg. Did not allow a goal in that first period as she turned away many quality looks. Meanwhile, they're just heating it up for the Huskies. Second period, Mac Jones with a laser. She snipes one for the first goal. And coming back, a deflection in front, the quick hands. Good job by Ella Thorson to flip that top shelf, put it with a peanut butter, and the Huskies are then up 2-0. Mums, the word. That's right, Kaylin Mums with a hard wrister, and that buries it back of the net. The Huskies took a 3-0 lead into the third period. Rogers continued to come back, but some great defensive play to defuse some breakaway opportunities by the Huskies defense as Rogers continued to try to score on a couple of different opportunities. Here late in the game, another look turned once again away by the Rogers netminder. Meanwhile, Andover decided to close the game with a couple of late goals. There's a nice dish by McQuay to Gertis, and then later on, McQuay is rewarded for a previous great assist and gets a goal to make it 5-0 for the Huskies. The Huskies now move to 5-1-2 on the season.
We're doing pretty good as a team. We only have one loss as a team, and then our team individually is doing pretty good too.
We've had 5 duels. We wrestled Rogers right away, which that was tough for both of us because it was, we had been with people for a week. So I think if you talk to the Rogers coach, neither of us put on a really great show. We were fortunate enough to win that, and then we wrestled at Blaine. We wrestled Blaine and Osseo. We were fortunate to win those, and then last night we wrestled Anoka and Maple Grove and beat Maple Grove but lost to Anoka. I look forward to all of them. I think now we're finally to the point where we're a little bit relevant. Last year was the first year that we beat Anoka, so obviously that's pretty fun for us. And 2 years ago was the first time we beat Coon Rapids. So I think we're finally getting to the point where it is a rivalry. If you're 0-30, it's not much of a rivalry. But now I think so those are fun. Those are the kind of the local ones where that's probably a little bit more pride. But I would say any team in the district is probably the ones that we look forward to the most.
I like the meets because you're pushed a little harder, trying to get the extra points for the team, and just having your guys on the bench cheering you on, it's a fun experience, yeah.
Meets feel a little bit more like game day, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta really lock in for meets, and then tournaments I can mess around and try something new or whatever.
I feel like meets are a lot more fun in my opinion. I feel like we can really work as a team. You're out here for your brothers on the bench, and tournament you're just there for fun.
Our club, our booster club, is K through 12. And now we have actually even some younger ones that we call it our Tough Tumbler program, where it's pre-K, where we just do some tumbling, and so all of those are part of under our booster club.
We want to show a good experience for the young kids, because if you don't have a good youth, then
we got no future. Yeah.
It's great to work with them in practice for youth nights, and then to see them all go out, wrestle, and win some medals, it's awesome.
I've heard before where they say wrestling's not fun, but it is very, very rewarding. You know, and I think that's one of the things that you hang on to. It's like if you do want to come out to do this for fun, even though we try to make it as fun as we can, but it is very rewarding at the end of the day. You can really accomplish something kind of individualized that you can't get in some of the other sports.